Hey, and welcome to week 44 here on The Real DVD Watchers. On Wednesdays, as always, it's me, Tom. The movie that I have decided to review today... Why do I always go, The movie that I have decided to review today is something that I watched way back. I just watched it when it first came out. I actually saw this in the theaters. To me, it instills something in the audience, but it was just caught up after the Bane of Scream, and it really tried to recapture a little bit of that. Granted, it's the same writer and director, but, what are you going to do? The movie in question is Scream by Wes Craven. This film is all the way back from, I think it was 2005, all the way back. Basically, what this movie is about, it's about this brother and sister who are driving home one night. You see that Christina Ricci's character is in love with Joshua Jackson, and he's opening up this new nightclub. Anyways, they're driving home, and this werewolf pounces onto their car, and at the same time, another car is coming with Shannon Elizabeth in it. They collide into each other. Shannon Elizabeth's car tumbles down the road. Christina Ricci and Jesse Eisenberg, he plays her brother. They go down to investigate. Shannon Elizabeth is trapped in her car. They almost get her out, and suddenly this big-ass werewolf attacks her and drags her, mutilates her to the point where she's crawling away from being attacked, and she's just from her torso up is left. And then it becomes your standard vampire werewolf movie, with them trying to understand who's who in this movie, who's actually the main werewolf, and Christina Ricci trying to deny that she's become a werewolf, because when they were trying to save Shannon Elizabeth's character, the brother got slashed across his chest, and Christina Ricci got slashed on the arm. So then they're dealing with becoming werewolves. And then there's also the high school side of it, where Jesse's character is trying to deal with being different, because he's very much a nerd. What the hell is his name? Yeah, Milo Ventimiglia. He plays Peter Petrelli on Heroes. He plays Bo, this real big douchebag who pretty much calls him gay the whole time and stuff like that. He picks on him all the time. He's trying to deal with that, and also this on top of it. And also he really likes Milo's girlfriend named Brooke. So for a second I want to talk about the writing style in this, because they tried to keep it hip and stuff like that. But the real problem was, though, in trying to keep it hip, I found that they lost a lot of what they were doing, because it just felt really tacked on, and it didn't really seem like they were really trying. I mean, they were trying to recapture what Scream did, and Scream had such a voice of its own that you really can't recapture that. Granted, the only real good Scream was the first one, but you have something that needed to be done at that time. You need to reinvent the genre, but this is them trying to recapture it with a monster movie. It just doesn't work. But the acting in this movie, is really, really good. I mean, Christina Ricci normally knocks it out of the park. Everyone in this is really good. Jodie, what the hell's her name? Jodie Greer, who played Kitty on Arrested Development, is in this. She plays a really good bitch. Yeah, it was just really, really great. And actually, it's weird to see people who are interacting, because Jodie and Jesse both were in The Village. Portia Del Resi is in this, and Judy were in Arrested Development together. So for me, it was really good foreshadowing. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. I'm not sure. I forget when The Village came out. So maybe it might have been an after shadowing. And whatever. Now, let's talk about the special effects for a minute, because Rick Baker, American Werewolf in London, I believe The Thing, correct me if I'm wrong by any means, he did the special effects for this. Now, the wolf suit kind of looks really bad from him. I expected more, especially with something like American Werewolf in London, where there's did I say American Werewolf in Paris originally? Oh, fuck, I hope I didn't. That movie was fucking atrocious. Anyway, sorry about that. Rick Baker, American Werewolf in London. He did a really good job, but then sometimes it's just dude, what are you doing? Because originally how they have it set up with the first werewolf attack, it actually kind of looks like the werewolf from American Werewolf in London, But then they completely change it, and then a lot of it is CGI, and I'm just like, dude, you're a special effects master. The Howling, The Thing, American Werewolf in London, like, come on, we all know that you're better. But this was at a time, when CG was like first getting out there, and they really needed to pump it, so I understand the factor of them using it. But I really wish they would have let Rick Baker have more control over it. Wes Craven's direction is superb in this movie. Everyone really knew what they were doing. It just, for me, the fault of this movie really lies in the script, because it was just a really poor script. I mean, everyone's allowed to have a missed movie every once in a while, so you really can't blame the guy, but, it just would have been nice to see a little bit more tacked on there. So yeah, overall, if I had to give this movie a rating out of 10, it'd definitely get like a 4 or 5. It's a little bit less than the average movie, but in some ways you can consider it to be an average movie, So, again, it's Cursed. Thanks a lot for everyone who watches. Matt is up tomorrow, and I will see you guys in a week's time. Later.